Hey, welcome back to Minecraft Through the Night. Waiting for the map to load in here. Zero's mini-map. Fair Play mini-map. Trying to remember what we're out here doing. We were not out here to get buried calcite. We were here to look for that buried treasure. And we did, and we've already been here. But we have found... we have found a couple of ocean monuments, which, who am I kidding? I'm staying far away from them. Maybe when we get good, we can go back to those. We need something that helps us with that paralysis. So, okay, so I was testing out so the ambient mod. I have been testing on another save to see what I can find out. We'll try it here. Hey, horses. Hey, horses. How are we doing on all the things? We need diamonds. You know what? I've confirmed that a circle of white daisies leads to diamond. So let's quest for daisies. Let's go see what's pushing up daisies out there. Hope you're doing well. It's early February here in Oklahoma City, and we had finally a after 2 days or 3 days of winter storm, the sun is out. Warm, beautiful sun is out. Temps are almost up to freezing again. The snow is retreating. Streets are still a solid sheet of ice, but if this keeps up tomorrow, they should be fine. So, celebrating that. I'll talk to you some more about that. Celebrating the good things. Yet another thing I learned about from Tyler Matzik, Atlanta Braves pitcher, who had an instrumental role in getting the Braves into and through the World Series. Wow. We also need coal. Lots of coal. All right. Well, knock on wood, it looks like removal of the ambient sounds mod has stopped our memory lag, tick lag. I was pretty certain that's what it was. Man, I feel like I'm bit hoarse in the voice today. I just had a few sips of energy drink. Maybe that's it. Today is green smoothie day number 24 for old dog. Hooray! Wow, success, man. 24 days since I sort of randomly stumbled upon something and got into a conversation with someone about this. Really appreciate I appreciate it very much. So, day 24 smoothie. Okay, let me finish telling you about that. Heard something. Do we want this to be a short episode or a longer episode? Probably a short one. So we'll sleep tonight and we'll do tomorrow as well. That'll be it for this episode. So, good morning, son. Namaste. In the last episode, I was telling you about an essay I read about Tyler Matzik, who overcame the yips to be a dominant force out of the Braves bullpen in the National League playoffs and in the World Series this year. And there's a number of YouTube videos showing his, highlighting his performance, and I highly recommend those. Stop watching this and go watch those Tyler Matzik National League Championship Series highlights. He went through the heart of the LA Dodgers lineup and cleanly retired some outstanding hitters. The best. The Braves went through the Brewers, through the Dodgers, and through the Astros. I think it's not arguable they went through the best to get the World Series championship this year. Anyway, real thrill for me this year. So one of the many things, Matzik was a very highly recruited, not recruited is not the right word, he was a high profile prospect. Drafted, I think, by the Colorado Rockies, and they had high expectations of him. Left-hander with great stuff, great movement, great control. He got to the bigs and he went bust for a lot of reasons. One of those reasons was he did not allow himself to celebrate his successes. When he had a success, he said, well, I expected no less. This was expected of me. I'm just meeting expectations. Nothing unusual here. It's a very serious attitude, and it contributed to his yips. When he had control and he suddenly couldn't throw the ball, that was one of the things that the yips seized on, was expectation of being great. Ooh, right there to the northwest, north and northwest. His journey took years to figure out, and for his own little, to find out the source of his own yips issues, which may well be different from other people's yips. This is just his journey. And one of those little things was that he was not celebrating his wins. He would beat himself up over his losses and not celebrate his wins. But the brain needs that emotional release. And so, because he was only having an emotional release on the losses, beating himself up, his brain was working against him. It was, I won't say the brain was forcing him to lose or fail, but that was the only time he was getting emotional release, was failure. Think about that. When's the last time that you had a success and you just shrugged and you said, oh, it's nothing, it's usual, it's what I do. And when you had a loss or a failure, you're like, oh, I'm stupid. I'm a dumb piece of junk. How can I be so stupid? All these people, I let them all down. Well, you feed off of that. Your brain feeds off that emotional energy. Ooh, look at these emeralds. Maybe this was it. Maybe the mountains would get emeralds instead of diamonds. I don't know. I don't know what level I'm at even. That might well have been it though. Okay, good to know. I'm gonna say that's probably it right there. No idea where we're at, but we'll keep going. Oh, maybe we won't keep going. It's a long way to the bottom with creepers. I don't see diamond ore down there, do you? I'm just gonna say, hey, that was it, man. There'll be other places and other opportunities. So if you're not giving your brain an emotional release when you succeed, but only an emotional release when you fail, you're training your brain to fail. You're training it. Failure is when it gets its emotional release. The brain's a pretty darn complex thing, right? And I keep thinking, I don't know why, but I keep thinking of Tiger Woods. You know how hard he was on himself, how high his expectations were, you know. So I found a lot of credence in what Matzik said. He said he had to find a way to man, where'd all that? Huh. Alright, well, no worries. I got plenty of calcite. Where'd all the copper go? Weird. Oh, I filled in a bunch of coal for one thing. That's what it was. We had some coal seams and the emerald seam, and we filled that in with cobble. Okay. So Matzik had to reprogram himself to celebrate small wins. Okay? Remember that. Reprogram your brain to celebrate small wins, all wins. Celebrate more often. Celebrate the goods, the positives. That might be one right there. And that helps to alleviate one little aspect. That will that takes care of that root cause of the problem. Of a problem with many root causes, many different causes. But that is definitely something that's easy to act on. So I'm just going to tell you, Joe, celebrate the small successes. Every little small success, celebrate it, man. Every time you think about it, think of something to celebrate and feel good about. Give yourself a big high five, a big emotional release. Hug yourself. Say, fantastic. That's good. That worked out. This was a good thing today, you know. Find those little moments. And for me, one of those little moments is simply day 24 of my green smoothie. if nothing else, I have had 24 straight days of raw vegetable nutrition. 24 straight days, man. Wow. Fantastic, right? So I think there's a lesson here for those of us who beat ourselves up and hold ourselves to expectations that, you know, maybe we need to party more often. Partying is kind of not my thing, but maybe it's your thing. Maybe it should be your thing. So chillax, party, enjoy, celebrate. So that was to me, that was a huge takeaway. And I resonated so hard with that. I felt that so deep because I see that in myself. Hold myself to impossibly high standards. Expect that every short story I write is brilliant, that every poem I write is profound, that every video I make is necessary, you know. And the truth is, nah, man. The truth is simply that relax. Dive in the water, jump in the water, swim. Celebrate every little thing you can. All right. We might, you know, I think we brought diamonds home in the previous, next to last episode. And we might be able to make more gobber armor for the chest plate. Maybe. I don't know. God, hey, beautiful. Let's go grab this coal. Still on the lookout on the Curse Forge for, better generators, lava powered generators, and so far I don't see nothing out there. So celebrate, relax, enjoy the successes you have, because if you don't, your brain's going to be addicted to the emotional release of the failures that you have. Think about that. What would it be like to be addicted to failure? Well, that's what you're doing when you only have let yourself have an emotional response to failures. Yeah? You get me? Are you with me? All right. Just think about it. You don't have to do a darn thing different. Just think about it. See if it feels right for you. If it does, you know, maybe time for a change. If not, keep on trucking. With that, I'm going to put an end here. I'll see you next time for Minecraft Through the Night with me, Doggone. See ya.